Hello, South Fork. I'm Charlie Branch, one of your shepherds, and I wanted to spend some time with you online, sharing some thoughts about our world and our family and how we should address and deal with what's going on around us. All of us have been limited in our activities. We've isolated ourselves, been isolated, out of work, hampered work. Things are different. And many of you are, I would say all of us, are really disoriented and feeling our way, trying to determine how to manage, how to do what we do in this different time. These are tough times. The numbers we see on the internet and television they're scary, they're real. The threat of this actually getting worse over the next few weeks is real. This is a calamity that we just can't fully understand or predict. But it's real, and we will, we will be present as this goes on around us. There's going to be some sad days ahead. Friends, co-workers, family members, people that we know in other cities are going to succumb to this contagion, and this is going to be heartbreaking. And it's we struggle because we want to change and we want to keep that from happening, but this is something that we're going to endure together, and it will strengthen and require our faith and our hope and our trust. And we'll do this. That's what we do as Christians, as a church family. Fear and anxiety actually tend to pull us together or draw us together as a group, and yet we're being pushed away from each other, isolated socially. Our mandates are actually preventing us getting together, and yet this physical separation is really the best approach to take at this time. And I'm going to encourage you to do that. And yeah, in spite of all this kind of sort of bad news, there's really some great news. Matt and our ministry team here at South Fork have really gone to great lengths to create a connectedness among us in our church family. Our online activities are growing, and the opportunities for all of us to share together daily, if we can, are now present. And I encourage you to do that. Our worshiping together online Sunday, I think, is a blessing, and we need to take advantage of that and share that with friends or others who may not have a church family. I think it's important for all of us to understand that our community hospitals and healthcare workers, doctors and nurses, are really well prepared with hospital beds, ventilators, resources that we're going to need to care for us. As a community, we are truly blessed. And I know as a healthcare leader, I can tell you that our community is not going to suffer some of the real struggles that we're seeing in some of the larger cities. We'll take care of you. We'll take care of us. And we'll get through this. And this blessing is not just a physical health blessing, but I believe we're going to see in our community and in many that this calamity will turn all of us toward God. Some will rise up in anger, but I believe that we and you're going to see many of your friends turning to God in this really tough time. And as if we look beyond this, beyond the next few weeks or months, I believe that we will see God's presence in the world in a way that we've never seen. There will be a silver lining in this cloud. So what do we do? What do you do in the days and weeks ahead as times get tough, as we hunker down, as the news gets worse? We patiently wait for the storm to pass. We follow our health and government directives and live as good citizens in a community where we treat each other with respect and do the things that protect each other and not just us. We care for ourselves, our families, and those in need. I was really delighted to hear the excitement in David Geary's voice yesterday when he told me that he had been summoned by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers to help them design a dialysis unit for the Javits Convention Center Hospital in New York City, where healthcare has been completely disrupted. His sense of being able to help and use his skills and talents in a way that served others was just, it was special. But that's who we are. That's what we do. We care for ourselves and our families, but we care for those in need. And lastly, I want to encourage you to invite God into your daily life. Prayer, meditation, and scripture reading and understanding. Asking Him to change you, asking Him to change me, using this difficult time as a moment where we turn into Christ-like beings, or more Christ-like beings. That would be the greatest blessing, no matter what calamities befall us or our friends. If we're more like Christ, then this is a bittersweet blessing. And I encourage you all to see it that way. Thank you for being part of our church family. Thank you for loving each other, for loving the Lord, for serving like you do. As I was considering these thoughts, I love hymns, and after the sort of dark and desolate news the other night, I thought of this particular hymn. 200 years old, maybe was popular during the last pandemic. Come, ye disconsolate, wherever you languish, come to the mercy seat. Fervently kneel, bring your wounded heart, here tell your anguish. Earth has no sorrow that heaven cannot heal. It's a wonderful thought, and I hope you'll consider this and many other hymns that are special to you and to all of us during this tough time. God bless all of you. Hope to see you again soon. Lord.